Hi guys, welcome to our today's episode. And our today's episode is going to be about Nigeria and the kind of gist that is going around there. So first and foremost, I want to say Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa. We do acknowledge that. And when we talk about largest economy, we are talking about the size of the population. It has been alleged that they have a lot of resources. We don't really know and cannot confirm that. But they say they have a lot of resources, but the poverty levels are very high. The literacy rate in Nigeria for men is 72%, for women is 53%, and the difference between men that can read and write and women that can read and write is like heaven and earth. It's very high compared to other countries in Africa. So you expect that a country that is said to own a lot of resources should have a lot of development. And development starts by making sure that the population is literate, because literacy can never be undermined. Now, there is this apostle called Apostle Suleman. Apostle Suleman is the man of God. That's what we can say, because he has a church, he owns a church, he preaches, and he does a lot of things. But over the years, so many people have come out and spoken so many things against him. Things that you would expect a man of God would feel shame and say, I bow, let me live, or I confess. But you will never see the apostle say, because everything that everybody says about apostle is a lie. So I'm talking in regard to women. There is one long list that has been produced by one of the gist lovers, or it's called a gist lover. We don't know whether it's a man or a woman, because that person has no face. It just blogs, like it just produces gist by writing. So there was a very long list of the number of women or actresses in the Nolywood industry that apostle is allegedly being said to have been sleeping with. So we have very close we have a house manager called Amos that spoke about the whole issue, about what this man is like, how evil he is. So we have a lot of people that have been coming out speaking. Most of them are speaking in fear. Now there is one lady that came out called Alima. And this lady came out because she is just too sick. And she's the one that is talking, saying, hey, you people, I need help. When I look at Nigeria, I get very disappointed, because number one, this is supposed to be the largest economy in Africa. But apparently it is the biggest shame in Africa. Because number one, you can't have an apostle that is standing on the pulpit to preach to people. Women are coming out and alleging, but nobody is paying attention to that, because nothing has ever been done to this apostle. You know, I know the law is there, but how can it be that this law never works when it comes to apostle has been abusing women? I do have the knowledge and the understanding that people will still continue to go to that church because of what I said previously. Literacy rate is not very high in Nigeria. So people will continue to grace his church. A lot of the people will be gullible there waiting and listening to this apostle that is using and abusing people, and they will continue to give him all the money that he needs to continue abusing people. Because the apostle is claiming that people are lying against him, they're after him. That the demon is after destroying the church of God. And this is what has damaged Africa. These very gullible religious leaders that we have finished all of us. You know, I always say that the moment we gave the mantle to men in Africa to do everything for women, you can see the way the continent is rotten. Countries that have embraced women, look at Rwanda. The 1/3 gender rule is applying in Rwanda. Can you see the difference between Rwanda and so many other countries in Africa? When you bring the woman up, the country goes up. In Germany, women are up. The country is up. The economy is strong. There is no country that embraces women and the role of women in developing their economy that is down. So before even Nigerians can talk about leadership, because this list of shame of Apostle having slept with so many celebrities. Celebrities that people look up to in Nigeria. The likes of Ruth Kandiri, you can imagine. The likes of Angela Okori, Queen Okoye. There are some names when you look at them. Daniela Okeke. It's a very long list. In Edo. These are people that we've watched for years. Mercy Johnson. People that some of them have even moved on. They've gone to have marriages. They are inside their marriages. And you know what? This is called when the past comes biting. Some of these people, you know, when you look at it, you feel very disappointed. Because you expect them to be the mirror of the society. To the people, the kind of women that the very young girls in Nigeria, the ones that are the age of 18, 15, 17, in Nigeria, those girls that are already in the university or starting their university education, looking up to these very women. And if you look at Nigeria, there is now an explosion of body changing. Of course, it's not Nigeria only. Even in Kenya, that is there. In terms of women coming out to change their bodies, you want to look in a way, because the only thing that women in Africa are living for, it is shaping their bodies for their men. They are not looking for anything that is like, they don't want to get their livelihood in a straightforward manner. They don't want to go through the process. Because, of course, the process of a woman going up, getting it clean is painful, women. It is so painful in Africa. The struggle for a woman to go up there, to look for money, to work hard, you sweat. The men will stand on top of your head. They will put you down. They will call you feminist. And if you are a successful woman, let me tell you, the men don't want to see you. They want to see those women that have been cleaned by the apostles. Am I lying with fellow women? They want to see those ones that apostle has gone out, slept with them, bought them Brazilian air, cleaned them up. But that one that is struggling to work so hard, even fellow women frown on them. But that one that looks smart all of a sudden, that one that woke up and is driving a Prado that she cannot explain how she acquired, that is wearing Brazilian air, that is going for surgeries to change their breast size, their butt size, the one that looks like a mouse, you know, a wasp. A wasp. That is the one that is being praised in Africa. And you know what? It will come back and bite the men. Because those women that Apostle is sleeping with, are they not married to men today? They are all married to men. The same men. I know men that will talk when they sit down. You listen to the kind of filth. And they will be saying, I want that one that has a class. But they don't know how she got that class. That one that is struggling so hard to make it in life, that is not the one they want. So you see African women, very low self-esteem, very low because they want to go through all the risk that you can never go through. How can all these women sleep with the one pastor? And there's nothing that will ever be done to that pastor. Even Omotola, my goodness, Jesus. If you look at that list, you feel this. It's a very long list. You can Google it. It's there. Ngozi Ezonu, my Jesus Christ. Women of respect. That very rotten Nolywood industry. Chacha Eke, just the other day, came out. As she spoke, the same Gistlover brought out a lot of nasty things about that lady. How she has been sleeping with Apostle to make money, and how the husband is also an homosexual. You guys, we have to open our eyes. Because I do know and I do understand that women, we don't value ourselves. You want to put everything down. You don't want to go for that very hard, tiring job to get clean money and live long. You want to go. I know the process is very painful. And when I'm saying that, I say that with a lot of confidence. The process of a woman getting it clean in Africa is so painful. But do you know what? It will come back and bite the men in a very big way, because the men have refused to support women. They want the weekend women, women that have law on the ground, and women that have nothing. They want that one that only relies on another fellow man to get money for their Brazilian wigs. And the women have now accustomed to they have laid down everything to do what their men want them to do. Because that is what the society has groomed women to be. Never to be anything except weak, low, on the floor, to be fed by man, to be clothed by man. And so they are raising daughters and generations that we can never break. Nigeria is just an example. And this is everywhere in Africa. But when it happens in Nigeria, because that is where the population is, it happens to the entire African continent. Guys, I'm venting. And I'm so sorry to be venting, but I look at women and the way we think, and I get so disappointed because we don't want to work hard. At the mention of success, it is only associated with quick things, getting married to rich men. And I'm not saying this. I commend the women that have woken up and they have gone through the painful process of becoming something in Africa. And those are the women that we keep uplifting. And I said in this channel, as we praise all these celebrities, because there is very much rot in Africa, we are never going to give credit to celebrities that lie to young girls, to young women. The narrative must change. And the time is now, you know. The time is now. Because an apostle cannot do all this and women are keeping quiet and fellow women are shaming fellow women. It is time people took up the responsibility, accepted that there is a problem in Africa, especially when it comes to people. The way also us women, the way we think, it needs to change. If you are wearing that Brazilian wig that a man has bought you, you should feel ashamed of yourself and throw that wig. If you had to sleep with a man to get a Brazilian wig, you are walking in shame for all the generation to come. Sleeping with men to buy for you wigs, to look nice and come out and deceive fellow women that you are making it in life, is nothing. And these men that are using women in that manner, because most of them are sitting in these our government offices. They are the ones in places of power in religious institutions. They continue to preach and tell people spread the gospel of poverty, tell people to bring all their salaries to church, to give them. They say, bring it and give it to God. Have you seen God standing inside that church? It is not God you're giving. You're giving these people. And that's why personally I always say, if I am giving money to the church, it is for a project I can see. It is for a good cause. Not because my pastor or my priest needs that money. And you continue to give them money to empower them, give them money to go and abuse women, and they will continue. And this money is from fellow women, because all those churches are full of vulnerable, very poor women that are tithing every single day. And they will continue to tithe, because first and foremost, nothing in Nigeria is changing at the moment. The leadership is just there. Nothing much is changing. As we are talking, nothing much is really changing, because the system, the way people are socialized, the thinking and everything has not yet changed. So even if they change the president, it will not change much. They must start by changing themselves. So guys, please click the subscribe button below, because if you are going to talk, we will talk forever. But we need to really speak out about this issue without fear, because I mean, come on guys. We need to look forward. So please click the subscribe button below if you've not subscribed, and leave us your comments. Share the video, and let's just learn from each other. See you in the next video.